As we get ready for the spring market, a lot of our clients are asking, hey, how do we get our home ready for top dollars so that we get the most value or the best offer for our house, right? So let's talk about the fact that there's a difference between standard condition of selling your home or remodel or upgrades, right? Because oftentimes we hear like, hey, we want the top dollars for our house, but we don't want to put any money into the house. So here's the thing, there are items that are called remodels versus standard condition. Like as a home buyer or when you're getting ready to sell your house, there's certain items that are almost standard because the banks who's giving to borrow the money will look at these items also and make sure like, hey, it's a livable condition home and we're not going to lend to a buyer the money for the house if the house is going to break down. If you're buying a car or you're selling a car, there's things where, okay, you got the new wheels for the car, you got the new paint job for the car. Those are like upgrades. Those are making the car look better maybe in one way or another. However, we all expect to have a seatbelt when we're purchasing a car, or seats or tires that comes with the car. It's almost a standard in order for the vehicle to work. So the same thing goes for a house. When you're having a home on the market, you expect the house in good livable condition. So here are some of the items, right? Is there a leak in the roof? What about electrical pumps, right? Yes, you don't need to update every single year your electrical or have it up to code because code changed. But there's also safety codes where you're like, okay, this is going to start a fire down the road, and of course a home inspector or appraiser that's going to look through the house with the buyer is going to catch it. Maybe I should repair it before having it on the market. Third, it could be, items like plumbing, right? You know there's a leak under the sink and it's been there. I know maybe there's a towel rag that you've been using, but to get the home ready on the market, it's always best to have it at the best condition. So that it's almost like you want to lay out the best to the eyes of the buyers, right? That way you could draw them in, attract them to the house, and make them fall in love with the home. So if you're considering to sell your home in the next 60, 90 days, or even in a 6 months advance, and there's certain items that you want to take a look at, feel free to comment below. We'd be more than happy to talk about it with you, right? And that way you could get a second opinion or find out, like, realistically, is this a remodel that would make me more money for the house, or is this actually just a standard so that I could get my home on the market and sell it without an inspector calling it out and then a buyer backs out on it, or realistically the appraiser of the bank's going to call it out later. So if there's those items, feel free to comment below. We'd be more than happy to help you and your family and take a look at them. Thank you so much for your constant support. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and wishing your family the best as always. Take care.